Hey, what is going on here, guys? Jamester Cool here, and I just wanted to go over something. I know I brought up something that Scott did the other day, but it's just mainly because he's the biggest content creator who was touching on the subject. And I will always, as of currently, I'm still on the fence of defending people who go next. Because generally the game is, it's so old, you typically, one, know when you're going to lose or win a match. But there is occasions, very, very rare occasions that I've noticed to where going next actually hurt the game. And what I wanted to show is that Scott is doing a Go Next experiment. So hopefully this just gives free advertising for him. It's no way any slander for anything. And I'm curious to have other people see this when he gets done with it. But I just wanted to flash this. So this is Scott's VOD. This is when he was doing the Go Next experiment. He still is. He's getting more. He claims he's going to get more data. But as of currently, this is the first day of gathering it. He's playing Wesker with no perks and trying his best not to tunnel. Now, at the bottom there, it tells us the give up rate, which is 3 out of 14. Now, in the very first game, however, it was a game that he counted, even though people literally just died at 5 gens. Like, generally, they lost the game. He had 2 people down, 1 person injured. There's not really much they could do. I mean, maybe they just gave up. That's kind of a more, I wouldn't count that personally because they already lost, you know? They've lost so much pressure. Like, yeah, they could reset, but, like, let's be honest here. If he downed someone else, they're now dead on hook at 5 gens, which he could ignore them, technically. I'm just saying, in a real game, I will never count that as going next because you're going to you're going to win that, especially if you have slowdown. It's even worse. So I mean, eh. So if we don't count that game, it's a 2 out of 14. If we do count the game, it's a 3 out of 14. It's whatever everyone wants to come to a consensus to. Whoops! No! That is such a holy shit. That was by accident, but that was so funny. She has deliverance. She's racist. Okay, dog. Okay. Okay. So I just want to preference, like, again, the main reasons in this. It comes back to what I already thought, is that the main reason people give up is one of 3 reasons. The first reason being the meta is so old and stale. If I see pop pain res, I'm already bored out of my fucking mind. I'm sure killers feel the same way with certain survivor perks. That's fine. It's on the developer's part to do a meta shakeup at this point. There's nothing we can do until a real meta shakeup comes up. I'm so tired of seeing pop, pain res, grim embrace nearly every fucking game. I had someone who said it's not meta, but I see it like literally 90 to 80% of my matches still, so I don't know what they're smoking. The next thing is that, again, when you already win the game at 5 gens, I mean, I'm just gonna go next. You did it. That is especially way truer for killers like Nurse, Billy, Blight. Like, if you down 2 people that are injuring the 3rd in the process, all while you already down me and a friend, I'm just going next. You won. I don't care. If you're bored out of your mind, play a killer who can't insta-down the fucking team in 3 seconds. I don't know what to tell you. You know? And then bleed me for 4 minutes because I didn't loop you properly. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. MMR puts me with people who have played the game constantly when I've put the game down a lot because there's no way to lose MMR. You just don't lose it. So I don't know, but I know I'm still at high MMR because I just vibe. I'll hop on here, still get some really strong survivors. I'll just, they stomp me, especially after not playing for a while, because I tend to try and just run memes. So, I mean, like, there's just an in-game build, you know? So, it's just really funny. And then lastly, I'll say, again, and the very next reason is, again, it really depends on what killer you're playing. I mean, I know that we have the meta builds, and I know that we have the, you winning already, but for this reason, it's just like, dog, if you're playing Nurse, if you're playing Billy, if you're playing fucking Houndmaster who was turbo buffed into Oblivion, to the point where I can't even fucking go anywhere, I just don't want to play. I'm sorry, I'm just not playing it. I don't defend people. Like, I know people like constantly say I don't like Pinhead, and Pinhead is like a noob stomper. I'm gonna be real with you. Pinhead is so easy to fucking juke. He misses one fucking chain. You gain so much distance. It's so stupid. The only time I ever get annoyed when going against a Pinhead is when they're running the fucking red add-on that injures you for free. Which, yeah, it's technically a nerf, but I don't know. Just losing a health state because of that feels really. I don't know. Maybe the like, that World War II picture where he just fucking dead stares into the fucking frame. Yeah, that one. That's it. I mean, my biggest issue is just the turbo strong killers and the brain dead meta. That's why I'll go next most of the time. I have a strict rule: I don't play against Nurse. I refuse to go against Nurse. You're playing Nurse, I'm going next. I don't give a fuck. I'll spend 5 hours going next against a Nurse. I really don't care. Well, that being said, again, hopefully we see more context to the going next experiment. I would love to see the results of the next one. Because I am genuinely curious. I mean, you know, I for one will always defend going next, especially in a game that's had the same meta for 4 to 5 years. Just because, okay, I'm stealing this from Overwatch video, right? I play Dead by Daylight because I still love Dead by Daylight, right? You know, but when I have garbage right in my face, sometimes I still want, I still might, I might have loved that garbage, but sometimes I would love if we could get that cleaned and picked up a little bit, so that way I'm not getting sick. You know, I would love if the developers would pick up their fucking rotten band-aids that have been in the game for 50 fucking years and actually implement better systems. It took them how long to get rid of the insta-tap on gens for killers to have proper ways to stop gen regression? To regress a gen without it instantly being stopped. It took them, what, 7 fucking years? How the fuck does it take you 7 years to do that? No offense, like, straight ass. There's, like, I will give behavior benefits sometimes. Like, thank you that you're working on the game. I understand that. But, like, come on, man. How does it take you 7 years to stop a survivor from just love tapping a gen to stop the regression? Like, what the fuck is, like, what? And again, I say this because, again, you know, I play killer just as much as survivor. I'm not saying, this is not me trying to say one side is easier or harder than the other. I'm just trying to say why people go next. And my thoughts on the current Go Next experience. I will make another video probably once his is fully out, and we'll have a little watch-a-thon and go from there. That being said, you all have a wonderful rest of the day and stay safe. I'm very curious to see the results of this. Scott, please, I want to see it. Please.